Hi, this is Nicole Troutman, Research and Instruction Librarian at Tennessee State University, here to share with you yet another open educational resource. Now, for those of you who are new to this channel, an open educational resource is a free online scholarly resource that you can obtain for your research. Tennessee State University has a section on their library's website that shares these sources with anybody who has internet access. You do not need to be affiliated with our college to access these resources through our library. So I'm going to share my screen with you and we can get started. Okay, so for those of you who have seen these before, please bear with me. For those of you who are new, that is why I'm doing this. I'm going to show you how to access our library's website. So you're going to start off by typing in Tennessee State University Library in your browser bar and hit enter. And here you will see Libraries and Media Center, Tennessee State University. That is the link that you want. And here is our webpage. So to access these resources, you want to go to Use Our Services, scroll down to Scholarly Communications, and you're going to scroll down again and click on Open Educational Resources. So here is the research guide on open educational resources. This opening section tells you what they are, how they are, why they are, gives you tons of information about them. If you are curious, this is a really great place to start. Over here to the left, as you scroll down, you will see we have a variety of subjects. Now, these sections show open educational resources that are specifically tailored for these topics. So if you're doing a research project and you want to see if we have something that's related directly to your topic, you can definitely check our subjects. Sometimes this involves thinking outside the box a little bit because every now and again there will be a subject that covers information that is related to what you're researching, though you may not have realized that it was that closely related. Today, I'm going to go to General OER because these cover a broad variety of subjects. And as I do not know what everybody's researching, I like to share something that gives a little bit for everyone. So today, the open educational resource I'm going to show you is down under free ebooks. And we're going to go to Project Gutenberg. Now, ebooks are great. They can be for reading for fun. They can be for a research project. They can be related to a literature class that you have to have a text for. They can be found for free on here. So I will show you how to navigate. If you scroll down, you're going to see sections on the frequently downloaded, the main categories. We have reading lists. Now, these are lists that are put together by individuals that tailor to specific subject areas, books that they would recommend. And you've got search options. And then they even have self-published ebooks down here. Over here, you have information about Project Gutenberg and a link if you want to donate. Scroll down, you get more of most popular. Here you have some of your subject areas for a quick reference. Here you got more information about Project Gutenberg. This is where you go if you have issues. There's frequently asked questions, how to get help with the website if it's giving you problems. Here's some audiobooks and their social media site. So we are going to go up here and look at what they have across the top, which is a lot of the same stuff that I just showed you at the bottom. Here we've got the About. So this discusses Project Gutenberg in depth. This is a frequently downloaded section with a whole list of books that a lot of people have been downloading. So they're very, very popular for whatever reason. Here we have main categories. So say you're looking for something in adventure, you can go to the adventure category and you will see a list of books that they have that are related to adventure. And they have a lot of books. Over here, so you've got your history, your social sciences, so you can find textbooks on here as well. This is very, very handy. Science and technology for those in that area. Here we are taken to reading lists. So we got collections for animals. Here's their reading list of what they would recommend as good books for that subject. See what the music reading list shows. We've got music, opera. So here we have these reading lists under that subject area. You can scroll through and see if there's a subject that appeals to you that you would like to see the reading list for. Now we have search options. So before we start here where we have advanced search, which I highly recommend, we can start trying quick search. Now this, if you know what book you're looking for, a specific author, let's say we're looking for The Phantom of the, if I could type today, Opera, which by my opinion is an excellent book. You can type in the title and it comes up with everything they have related to that. Let's say we wanted to do an author. Let's say we want to look up Victor Hugo. You will see everything they have that has been written by Victor Hugo. Now, we go back to search options. Here you can put in author, title, subject. You can select subject areas, language, which is definitely handy. Data type, if there's something specific you're looking for, like say you want an audiobook version, you can decide whether you want human read, computer generated. They've got recorded music, sheet music, pictures, and that will actually slim down the selection options so that you don't have to dig through a bunch of stuff that will not be useful to you. And here we've got file type. So say you prefer to read HTML, you can select that, generate PDF. They've got Kindle. So let's say Shakespeare. Why not? Title, Much Ado About Nothing. Subject area. This one. All right, here we go. Classical languages and literature. We want it in English because that is sadly the only language I can fluently speak. I really wish I knew more than just that, but selecting this will save me from looking at a bunch of resources in another language, which I'm sure there will not be a lot of that regarding Shakespeare, but for most subjects, and if your language is not English, if that is not your main language that you speak, you can put your language in and that will save you from having to look at a bunch of different languages that you don't understand. And sometimes those lists can just get so muddled up and it's such a pain to dig through. So this will save you a headache. Here you can choose data type like I was showing before. Let's do compilations just to see what happens. File type. Let's do PDF and search. Let's see what happens. All right, now because we put all that information in, we have nothing that matches all of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to say any, Actually, no, let's leave that and see what happens. Let's go ahead and put any. Let's try any. And here we go. So, as you see, sometimes you put too many specifications in and have to back off a little bit to find out exactly where it fits. And then you can move forward from there, like changing your wording. If there's something in particular you're looking for, look into it and see if you're using the right terminology to find it. Shakespeare, of course, something that specific you're not going to find in all those subject or in all those areas. So here we have Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing in English and in French and Finnish because I changed the language. Now let's go back to search options. Here's full text search. And you can use DuckDuckGo or Google to search through all the Gutenberg pages. So let's do Shakespeare again. And this will take you online to the search engines to find information on Shakespeare that's related to the Project Gutenberg. So here you have a lot of search results that you can find on their website. Let's try Google. Will, I'm certain, do the exact same thing. All the Google searches that relate back to Project Gutenberg. Now here you can look for things by language and catalog. So here you can choose your language. Here are more languages. Now this here has more than 50 books. These are languages with up to 50 books. So as you can see, these languages have the highest number of books available on Project Gutenberg versus these. Here you can go in catalogs. You can do author's catalog, the titles catalog, or the non-text where you can find the audiobooks, the compilations, the music, and all those things. And search in those sections. So that is Project Gutenberg. I hope that this was educational and helps you with any research project or leisurely reading because they do have some pretty good things in here. Just if you want to relax and read something fun like a good adventure, you can check it out here. If you have any questions, concerns, suggestions for future presentations, please feel free to reach out to me. My contact information should be in the description of this video, and I look forward to sharing more open educational resources with you in the future, and I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful week.